My tea's actually way too hot to drink right now, so I'm not gonna drink it because I just made it, but look at me, so cute and cozy. I think it's like a vanilla cappuccino tea from David's Tea, so yeah, I really like this one. It tastes so good because I don't really like coffee, but I love the smell. And this has like the nice aroma, but isn't too like bitter like coffee. I don't know. I just like it. Whatever. I'll drink some of that later. Days are getting shorter. It's becoming dark at like 4 p.m. I swear to God. And Christmas is coming up, which can cause so much stress and comparison. And social media can make it feel like that your Christmas isn't good enough, or even movies. Your Christmas isn't good enough because it doesn't have this big, expensive Christmas party situation. And of course, there's also seasonal depression. So, with all these things happening, we need to find solutions for our personal well being to fight against these thoughts of comparison, seasonal depression, that. So, it is really important in the fall, winter to keep your cup filled. Before we continue on, hi, my name is Mac, and I'm an artist, creative director, a fashion lady, and I am so guilty. I am so guilty of being a perfectionist. So, when winter comes around and all these things are happening, it is so important for me to remind myself to keep my cup filled. Keeping your cup filled means loving yourself, putting yourself first, and doing things you love in order to be able to spend time with your loved ones and show them appreciation more because you appreciate yourself more. Without a filled cup, you will feel drained, sad, and disconnected despite it being the happiest time of year. Having a filled cup will let you be in the moment, not worry about your worth, and view your life in a positive perspective. All the things that are really hard during this time of year of consumerism, comparison, and overall dark, sad, wet, cold weather. What does keeping my cup filled mean for me in specific, as I mentioned, as an artist, creative director, and fashion ladies stylist, is allowing myself to create and do things not just for a monetary value or a big future end goal or big future value. What does this mean even further? I'm coming from the perspective as an artist, creative director, fashion content creator, where you are constantly needing to build your portfolio, post on social media, share who you are, basically do all those fun things, and putting yourself out there in every opportunity. But you need to be able to take time to create and do things for yourself that isn't just for social media, isn't just for this, isn't for that. Do things for yourself. That is why we need activities that is just for filling our cup, not for monetary value, not for a portfolio, not for all these big things that we constantly feel like we need to add to in order to have self-value. But your value isn't just on your work, how much you post on social media, what your social media following count is. I want to make this video not just to share with everybody ideas on how to fill their cup or the importance of filling your cup, but also to hold myself accountable, fill my own cup this winter season, because I am such a bad culprit of not having my cup full and only doing things for some big future end goal, which is not great. You need to do things for yourself and to get off social media more, because I want to spend my time being mindful and not just doom scrolling. So finally, here is some things to keep your cup full and off the internet, cold season cozy edition. I'm not going to go and tell you go to the beach and take a walk, because it is really cold outside right now, so we cannot go to the beach. Unless you want to do a winter beach walk, then that sounds pretty fun, honestly. Go do it. Go have fun. So here are some activities if you are feeling creative but not necessarily just wanting to make art for work or creativity for work. Something that I've found really helpful actually is doing activity books. And now you can find activity books at like the dollar store or like cheap secondhand stores probably. Like you can find them anywhere. And these can include word searches. And again, I know this is like a kid Hello Kitty word search, but honestly, It is so fun to just sit there and not think and just find the words and not really having to put so much pressure on your brain to do something that's super duper hard, but still do something mindful that keeps your brain activity going. There's also ones like Sudoku, crossword. Oh wait, I think this is crossword. Is crossword and word search the same thing? Oh no, it says word search. Okay. I don't know if word search and crossword is the same thing. There are coloring books. A lot of people really like coloring books that either are Zentangles or like just generic coloring books, and you can use anything to color them in: pencil, crayons. I see some people using Sharpies. You can even print out your own coloring pages if you wanted to. I'm sure there's so many online that you can just print off and just color in. And I know activity books aren't the most creative thing, but I find doing things like word searches, reading really help with my creativity because it allows my brain to think and visualize while I'm doing stuff without actually drawing, if that makes sense. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I find it to be really helpful. Paint or draw mindlessly while listening to music or a podcast. And don't worry about the outcome. This isn't for a portfolio. This isn't to be your next best thing, your magnum opus. Let yourself express yourself with maybe a medium you don't use too often, like crayons, or maybe you only use oil paint, use watercolors. Just trying something new and not putting any pressure on yourself. And these works don't have to be anything but expressive blotches of color and letting your emotions come out onto the page. There were also things like easy crafts, like tie blankets, where you kind of like cut around the edges of a blanket and then tie them together. I'm sure you can find so many tutorials on that, and you could use old t-shirts, old blankets if you want a thicker blanket. But yeah, art is a great way to express your emotions, but it can also, when you are an artist, feel really impossible because you constantly feel like you need to make something perfect. But it is so important to allow yourself time to create without the outcome or the intention of this being your best work in a portfolio, something that you have to share with everybody. Make something that is just for you and yourself. Are you craving new media? Well, I have some media that either I've rewatched recently, or I've discovered, or I've read. So let's go through it. So here's stuff that I enjoyed from 2025. Starting off with music. Caliuchis, Sincerely, it did not just come out. Oh my god. It came out in 2025, and let me tell you that Caliuch's music is very soul healing. I love her music. What are my favorite songs? Let me go on to I really like Heaven is a Home. I love Heaven is a Home. Oh my god, I love all these songs. I love Heaven is a Home. I love Sugar Honey Love. I was gonna say everything. Heaven is a Home, Sugar Honey Love, For You. Oh, it's so good. What can I say? It's so good. Angels All Around Me. Oh, it's so good. Everything's so good. So Sincerely, Caliuchis has this sort of healing, working through emotions and love, and it's very feminine and expressive, and I love it. It's very ethereal, heavenly, and I think it's so beautiful. Next that came out in 2025 is Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, and this is obviously a really big one, really big release. I'm sure it's gonna sweep the awards at the Grammys, but like, I am obsessed with the vibes. My favorite songs on it are, oh, that's just Tears. Tears. I love Tears. We Almost Broke Up Again gets stuck in my head. We had a that we made amends, that's right. Hopefully that doesn't get me copyright striked, but yeah, We Almost Broke Up Again gets stuck in my head. Oh, Go-Go Juice? Oh my god, I also really like Gojo Juice. Gojo Juice? Gojo Juice. I haven't even seen Jujutsu Kaisen yet. I've been meaning to watch it. Maybe that will be on my next new media I've consumed. But yeah, I've not seen Jujutsu Kaisen, but okay. Go Juice. House Tour Goodbye. Honestly, the whole album. I love the whole album. Man's Best Friend is very tongue-in-cheek, very playful, doesn't take itself too seriously, and talks about Sabrina Carpenter's relationships with all these men and how she's been a doormat to these men, but she's growing, she's evolving, and how she's still hot, honestly. It's really great. I love it. Moving on to next one that I discovered. I actually discovered this artist, I think a few years ago, but like, I don't really listen to much of her stuff, and then Spotify randomly recommended to me her new album, and it is called Hot Pot by Michaela Gier. Gier. So sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So sorry. But anyways, I am also obsessed with this. Is it an album? EP? I don't actually know. Oh, it says album. Okay. My favorite tracks on this are Diva. My favorite line is fortune cookies call me pretty, because it is true. I one time got a fortune cookie that was like, if you've got it, flaunt it. And I was like, oh my god, I will in fact flaunt it because I've got it. Oh, Ego of a Man. That one's good. I love the backtrack of Ego of a Man. Again, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for my incredible singing. Yeah, Hot Pot, worth a listen to. Great vibes. So I have such a hard time listening to lyrics and truly understanding the meaning of albums, and I'm trying my best here. Hot Pot, from what I've listened to it and from my understanding, I could be totally wrong, but it's kind of like, it has this very almost like, if you could see the sound is kind of like saturated grainy, but the shadows have that like greenish teal film tint, and it is so nice to listen to. Honestly, just really worth a listen. Go and listen to it. Lastly, for music I've discovered, of note at least that I can remember right now, is Teenage Ramble by Lexi Liu. Teenage Ramble is this very fun, playful album that's kind of like pop but also grunge at the same time. My favorite song is, I think it's called Pop Girl. Is it called Pop Girl? Yeah, Pop Girl. Pop Girl's my favorite song on it. I randomly discovered it seeing the music video on YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, I love the vibes of this artist. And this, oh, it's an EP. So this EP is really a teenage ramble going through the emotions of being a young adult, angsty, edgy, well, not super edgy, angsty, grungy, but also being a pop girl and just a girl, and I love it. I love the vibes of this album EP, and it's been on repeat for so long for me because I'm obsessed with it. Skin, clear hair, shiny, girls and gays like me, tap, I'm on your screen, I serve my pop girl, she. Love it. I love it. Books I have read this year so far, and I had the goal of reading 8 books, but I think I've only read I'm on number 4. And I don't think I'm going to be reading 4 books in December, so that is a-okay. I've been really busy, but the books I have read is... Oh, I have them right here. I have read Onyx Storm, the 3rd book in the Empiring series. Onyx Storm, as mentioned, is the 3rd book in the Empiring series, and I can't really say much about it because if you haven't read Fourth Wing or On Flame, I don't want to spoil it because it's a pretty big book. That series is very popular right now. We're kind of getting into the deeper mysteries of the universe within this book. You're discovering a lot of the hidden truths behind a lot of the characters, places, motives. Dragon War College, Dragon War fantasy. It's really great. I love it, and it's a very fast read because it's not very word heavy description where you're really having to power through so much scenery and filler. It's really just, it's kind of like fan fiction. It's very kind of trashy, and I like it. It's like eating Pop-Tarts. I love it. The next book that I do not currently have because it actually belonged to my boyfriend is The Night Circus. So The Night Circus is filled with magic, mystery, and romance. I don't want to give much away, but I'll try my best to describe it. It starts with 2 men making a deal with each other, a very mysterious, ominous deal where they have to train a magician each. Then the magician apprentices have to battle. They have to battle to some degree. It is described as this game, and throughout it you see characters grow, realize things, and the true stakes of this magical game that all takes place in a traveling circus that magically appears at nighttime. Friendships are made, romance happens, and unexpected twists and turns. It was a great book. I really enjoyed it. Next, I read Heavenly Tyrant. Do I have Heavenly Tyrant? Oh, it's on my shelf. I'll add a photo in it later, but I read Heavenly Tyrant, which is the 2nd book to Iron Widow. Iron Widow and Heavenly Tyrant are a sci-fi fantasy retelling of the only female emperor of China. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that is it. And it deals with themes of feminism, violence, and what it means to be a woman. And I find this book to be incredibly interesting. It had me screaming, getting mad, and feeling rage. So if you want a good feminine rage book, I would say Iron Widow and Heavenly Tyrant are the feminine rage books. Like, they are the books if you want to get mad and scream. Not necessarily at the book. There was a few times where I was like, oh my god, female main character, what are you doing? But if you want to just, like, be mad, if you're just like, I'm angry, you need to, like, read something to, like, feel this fire, these are the books. And I'm currently reading, I'm not that far into it, currently reading This Is How You Lose a Time War. This book is a bit more complicated, confusing. It is from the perspectives of two women, Red and Blue, where they both work for a time agency, and they're trying to make sure their time agency wins this war and survives some sort of large event that happens, I think. Again, I'm not that far into it, and yeah, I'm currently reading it. Those are my recommendations for books, because that's what I read. Now on to movies and shows. Number one, I just rewatched it. I rewatched Devil Wears Prada because there's a second one coming out, and if I'm being honest, Devil Wears Prada makes me a little bit angry. Is my tea ready? Okay, tea break first. I just rewatched Devil Wears Prada, and I've seen it before, but with the next movie, I don't know if it was announced or it's coming out, I don't really know, but there's Devil Wears Prada 2 coming out. But I wanted to talk about this because Devil Wears Prada makes me so angry, because I feel like her friends and her boyfriend treated her so poorly throughout that movie, because she was climbing the corporate ladder and achieving her dreams, but her friends were like, you're changing, and it's like, oh my god, no, she's like literally rising up the fashion ranks. Like, what? I don't know. That maybe it's because I would love to rise up the corporate ranks of a high-end fashion company, and she was doing it, and she was having the favor of like Amanda Priestley, and her friends were like, you've changed, you suck, and I'm like, what? Okay, on to the next movie that isn't really a movie, but this winter, if you haven't watched any Studio Ghibli film, you have to watch a Studio Ghibli film. You needed to watch one yesterday. Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Ponyo. Even though they don't take place in winter, they are such good, feel-good, warm movies to watch. So I really recommend it. It really helps warm you up on a cold day, make you feel cozy, make a tea, a hot chocolate, maybe some ramen. My one light just died. Hopefully I still have good lighting in here. I think I do. It just really warms anyone up. Okay, now on to two new movies I've seen in 2025, but I don't know if they came out in 2025. I can't remember. I think actually one of them came out last year, but I saw Thunderbolts, and I thought Thunderbolts was really, really fun, because I do like a good Marvel movie. I like a good Marvel movie, but I find that Marvel movies recently have been so like just cameo, and I was just like, whoa, I miss when they're just like fun, quirky superhero movies. Actually, a side note, these definitely did not come out this year, but I've finally been watching all the X-Men movies, and I like that. I like the good, fun superhero movie that's just like, you know, a superhero movie, not just like cameo, fan service, you know? Even if it's like Thunderbolts, like, or Marvel movies are like considered like the best, most like mind-blowing movies, it's fun to just sit there and want someone to succeed and feel like, yeah, superheroes, woo, like Spider-Man. Okay, next for the movies is Glass Onion. Glass Onion is the second movie to Knives Out, and I love Knives Out, and I love Glass Onion. I love a good comedy, murder mystery. I love that it doesn't take itself super serious. It's very fun, very cliche, but almost not cliche. Like, I was trying to guess the entire time what was gonna happen, and I feel like I was wrong, but I was right, and a really fun movie. The first movie, Knives Out, takes place in a Victorian mansion setting for the murder mystery, and the second movie takes place in a billionaire's mansion, kind of like a high-tech billionaire's mansion that like just likes to have fun. So very two different settings. I'm excited to see where the third one is going to take place. I don't know if they've announced the third one, but I hope so, because I enjoyed these movies activities so much. Okay, so my last section for ideas on filling your cup. So we started off with creative activities and then new media to consume. And then lastly, here is treating yourself, some lower cost ideas. Remember, this isn't about buying just to feel good and overconsume. This is about treating yourself and allowing yourself to have fun while staying in line with your goals, financial health, etc. So first of all, I have two main ideas. So my first idea is doing an at-home spa day, because you do not need to go out to some fancy spa to have a spa day. You can have a spa day at home. This can include a face mask, a bath bomb, or a shower bomb. Doing your nails at home. And if you have a hard time with doing fancy nail art, you could just do a base color and then add, I don't even know if you can see these, but doing like a nail sticker situation, and then you can get really cute designs without having to do the art yourself. Because with one bottle of nail polish, you could do a bunch of manicures, whereas going out to the salon, it costs like $80 a set, probably minimum. So yeah, one ball of nail polish will last a bit longer, but if you do want to go out and get your nails done, that is totally okay as well. My last idea for a spa day, if you're low on it anyways, trying a new body wash or body spray. I find when I get a new body wash or body spray, I feel new myself. I feel fresh and I feel confident because I'm like, a new thing about me. Usually with my body washes and body sprays, they tend to run out each season. It tends to work out that way, or maybe like twice a season, who knows. But I try to stay within seasonal smells or something simple like cucumber. But yeah, getting a new fresh body spray, letting yourself smell different, letting yourself feel different. Last idea to treating yourself is baking at home. You can buy brownie, cookie mix, cake mix, frosting, all these fun things, and make a dessert at home. This lets you be mindful in the moment, be off of social media. You can listen to music or a podcast while you do it and just exist in the moment. Plus, you get to create something tasty. So here are my final thoughts. Winter can be frustrating, long, and feel endless. If you have goals, track your progress in any way you can. This can be photo documentation, this can be a checklist, and you can check off when you've achieved something that's part of your goal and let yourself feel happy and proud of yourself. Journaling and reflecting is incredibly important. This didn't fit anywhere a part of my filling cup section, but just journal as consistently as possible and get those emotions out there. It really helps to just word vomit. Give yourself 10-20 minutes to worry, feel sad, and express negativity. And then write 5 things you love about yourself, 5 things you are looking forward to, and the rest of the day, let yourself feel happy and feel proud of yourself. Even writing down small things that help build a base to becoming the you that you want to be. And do not be afraid to try new things and set new goals and pivot. Pivoting always is happening. And if you want to grow, you're going to have to pivot when you hit a wall. And remember, if it doesn't seem like you're doing something that holds future monetary value, all these things still have personal value and help you with your own personal growth. You are more than just your career, your future goals, business. You are a person that needs to live life too. I've been filming for like 40 minutes already. That's crazy. I wonder how long this video is going to be. I don't think it's going to be that long. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to me talk about the media I've consumed and the importance of keeping your cup filled and allowing yourself to have time for yourself so you can give everybody around you productive time together and really be in the moment with everybody. I really appreciate everybody who has watched this video and is here to support me. Life has been crazy. I've just finished forming in a show that I produced and directed, so that's been really crazy and awesome, and I can't wait to share more about it and who I am as a creative director. If you want to see me more frequently, you can follow me on TikTok at Mac Comics with 3 eyes. If you want to see me on Instagram more, Mac Comics, but only 1 eye. TikTok, I had to make a different username. And if you want to see my performance work and me as a dancer, you can follow me on Instagram at Orchid Divan and on TikTok at orchid.divan. I think that is it. I have a lot of fun, new, exciting things that I'm working towards, and I cannot wait to share with everybody. Like and subscribe. Peace.